guest is a Grammy winner whose mama said knock you out. Now he's going back to Cali in his hit show NCIS Los Angeles. Everybody, LL Cool J. I'm happy that you're here. We talked about this at the Laker game when this thing first got started.
Yeah.
I asked LL at the Laker game, waiting for the elevator, will you be on my show in a year when it's on? Boom, LL Cool J.
Yes, you did. You definitely did.
So, congratulations on NCIS Los Angeles. Second season coming up. It's a hit. That's nice.
Thank you very much. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
All right, so on the poster, I was checking out the poster.
Yeah.
Because you can't drive around LA and not see it. I think we have a picture of the poster. This is it. So, I know you're black. I didn't know Chris O'Donnell was black. They're the same color.
Yeah. He's in the sun a lot, you know what I mean? He had just came off vacation when we did that, you know.
He looks like Snooki's cousin.
Yeah.
Couple black dudes hanging around in LA.
He has a skin situation, yeah.
And there's a lady holding a gun. I don't know who's having that.
Nice fingernails, yeah.
All right, so his name on the show, he's kind of a mysterious character, right?
Yeah.
So his name on the show is just G.
It's G. Callen, yeah.
But you're always going, yo, G.
No, that's actually Flavor Flav, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I am always saying, yo, G, yeah, that's true.
So it's
G,
interesting that a black man would be yelling at a white dude, yo, G, let's go.
Yeah, well, oh, how we've grown.
We have grown. If I do a cop show, or if we're on your show, I want to be ese, so you go, órale, ese, let's get out of here.
No problem.
All right, got it.
Bueno para mí.
So you're back. So, qué bueno. Órale, so you're back at work. You're back filming, right?
Yeah, I'm back.
And in your hiatus in the summer, what did you do to get away?
Traveled all over the world. I did some vacation and some promotions, and I went, all over, the world, because the show was actually in 195 countries. So I went to Anguilla, and I went to
Unbelievable.
St. Bart's, and over in Europe. It was over in Europe a little bit, so it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I went to Monte Carlo. That was a lot of fun. Met Prince Albert, the Prince. That was cool. When you meet him, you gotta, say Your Serene Highness. That was different, Yeah.
That's how.
Being raised in America, it's different, Your Serene Highness on the day of your daughter's wedding. Yeah, it was tough. Nice to meet you on the day of your. Yeah, it was crazy.
Did you practice like the Godfather?
Absolutely, over and over. Because you don't want to be the guy that just goes and misrepresents America in the palace. Like everything was cool. I love LL. Why you go over there and embarrass us like that with the yo Prince, yo G, yo G, that wouldn't really work.
All right. I've been a fan a long time, but here's what I love about you. Before there was the internet, before there was Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, all this stuff, you made it when you were 16 years old on the real, on really selling music.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
16. None of that. No internet.
Yeah.
How did you make that happen at 16?
Man, I mean, you had to log on to the subway at that time. Log on the bus, And, I just got with Rick Rubin, and he was in college in NYU in New York, and him, Russell Simmons, and myself, we started Def Jam.
How about that?
And I remember the secretary, Heidi Smith. Hello, Heidi. Much love.
But where did you record? So Rick Rubin is a famous producer.
We were, he produced everybody, but we were in his dorm room in NYU, And we did the first demo there, and you could hear, you know, toilets flushing and birds chirping and girls screaming and God knows what going on. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild out
And
there.
it's funny, for you did not look 16. Justin Bieber looks like he just fell out the womb. Like he fell out.
He's still going with that.
Still used it.
Yeah. Blinking. Yeah. You know, babies are born.
But you already look like a man. You know, you.
Yeah, I was, you know.
So when you started making money like that, that, what did you do with your money?
I really, you know, was silly. You know, like I stayed in my house, stayed in my room, and you know, I bought my mother a house. That was the main thing because
that's always good.
And then, you know, I was 17, 18 years old with 10 cars outside my grandmother's house, and I'm in my room. And the neighbors are like, I know the boy's selling drugs. I know he ain't up to no good. He got 10 cars over there. He ain't got no job. You know, because they didn't know rap music. So, you know, like I'd be riding around in Queens, and the cops would ride by me and say, hey, crack business is good, huh? That was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, so you lived with your, even though, when you hit, you had 10 cars, and you were living with your grandmother. Where'd you live? In the room? Did she have a room?
I was in the basement. You know, I was in the basement. I had all my jewelry, my Kangos, my albums, my little platinum plaque, my VCR. That flashed,
crazy.
My VCR that flashed 12 o'clock for as long as I had it. I never even knew how to set it. I mean, it was on front, 12 o'clock. It was always 12 o'clock. Always 12 o'clock. It's always midnight on your VCR. Yeah.
So when you would go on tour, you would come back to your grandmother's house?
I'd go on tour and run around and, you know, feel like King Kong and come home and my grandmother would tell me, take out the garbage. That was where that whole thing on my mama said knock you out thing came from. You know, my grandmother was the funniest person. Now, you know, keep your powder dry. I ain't no fool, you know. It's funny.
That's amazing. So when how did you decide what car to roll in? And what kind of cars were they? Do you remember?
You know what? I don't even want to.
Come on.
That's funny. Now, something just flashed in my head. You know, oh, man. I don't want to.
Come on, no. Come on. It's just between us.
I'll put it to you like this. When, you know, and obviously, remember, I was a teenager.
Okay.
All right? Can we put the teenage asterisk on it? I had one car in the driveway that never moved. It was just for, you know, dates. You know, we just sit in the car. Like, that was my car. Like.
You would just sit in the car and listen to the radio.
But it was yo, let's sit in the car.
Listen to the radio.
Yeah.
I get it. What kind of car was that?
It's a Porsche.
You did it right.
It was snug.
So
real snug.
You'd roll to McDonald's in a car and just go.
I'd roll in McDonald's, and you know, I was real silly, you know, at that time, and come out fronting like it'd be a bunch of girls, and I'd show off and do a wild U-turn, and then I'd crash into a sidewalk, engine fall out, you know. Get out front and leave the car there, I don't care, because the girls are watching.
All right, when we come back, more with LL Cool J. So, in your rap career, you have created tracks with a lot of great rappers and musicians. Yeah. Who were some of your favorites?
Well, you know, I had a lot of fun with a lot of artists like, you know, Redman and Method Man. We had some classics and DMX. But the person that I had the most fun with, you know, may he rest in peace, the songs actually were never released, but I did quite a few songs with the king of pop, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson?
You know what I mean? The songs never came out, but I had a lot of fun in the studio. It was crazy. Like one time we was in the studio and, you know, I said, Mike, you know, in The Smooth Criminal, how'd you lean forward like that? And I was sitting at the, like a baby grand piano. I'm sitting on the, you know, on a chair, and he was like sitting up on the piano like this, you know what I mean? And he was like, oh, well, I said, how did you lean forward? He said, well, you know, we had a Swami come in, and, you know, we did a special thing, and he did a ritual, and he leaned forward, and we all leaned forward together. I was like, really? He was like, no, silly. Yo, Mike was funny. Like one time, and I never told nobody this, and excuse the vulgarity of it but it's late, so it's cool. You know, one time I said, you know, I was sitting there, we were in his office. I said, Mike, you know, I gotta pass gas. He said, what? He said, what? I said, Mike, I gotta fart. He said, you gotta what? I said, I have to fart. He said, well, go ahead then. And I went, he went, ah! And then, hold on, but this is what it gets funny. I love it, but this is when it gets funny. So he gets on the phone, right? I said, oh, man, I would love some ice cream. He says, really? He says, okay, hold on a second. Hello? Yes. Hey, guess what LL did? He ordered some ice cream. yo, Mike was a trip.
Oh, man.
Yo, let me tell you something. Working with Michael was like the most amazing part of my life. I respect him so much, love him so much.
No question. That's special, too. It's special to have.
Incredible.
It's special to have in your heart.
Yeah, it's amazing. He was amazing. He was amazing.
So of all of Michael Jackson and rap and the sitcom and the movies, here's what's interesting. They don't really consider you an actor unless you've been in theater. Like, you know, would you consider, like, ever going to...
When the shark bites, pearly white teeth.
You know what I mean?
No, actually...
That's acting.
McKeith, dear. I think... I don't know. I would do theater. I actually went to a play recently. James Whitmore Jr. is directing it, and it was called Better Days. And they actually had this at the Lyric Theater in Los Angeles, and they had this scene at the end of the play where like this, you know, the wall is coming down and it's the shelf and it turns into this heavenly thing. I thought the bookshelf was really falling. So I jumped up in the middle of the play and ran on the stage real crazy. And then I realized that it wasn't falling. It was transforming. It was a part of the play. So, you know, so I hear people saying, you know, he got NCIS Los Angeles, now he thinks he's a hero. And, you know, you just hear people in the background and the girl on stage, the actress was like kneeling down in front of me and she was just looking at me like, you're ruining my performance. Like, and I was just like, I'm so sorry. And you know how people tip out of church? You know, like, you gotta pick your kids up so you tip out of church? Like, I just, like, kind of tipped out. Yo, I've never felt so crazy in my life. I mean, yo, that had to be the most, I don't think you understand. Yo, like, it was crazy. And I was like, oh, shoot. You know, and then, oh, man, then you hear the crowd grumbling. Okay. Oh. Can't be cool all the time.
I found this clip of you. Now.
Oh no! Hold on.
I found this clip of you. It's you working out with the ladies of the View. Your strength is amazing.
Okay.
Check this out. LL with the ladies of the View.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely crazy.
That's power. He curled Sherry Shepherd. Let's take a look at that again. LL. On NCIS Los Angeles. Every Tuesday at 9 on CBS. LL Cool J.